Good morning, Ivory and Dawn. I just spoke with Ivory a few minutes ago, and I wanted to show you how you could generate more leads through your online presence, through your website, Google Business Profile, and ads. And if you like what you see, let's set up a discovery call. And if not, thank you so much for your time. So, this is your website here. I do like how professionally done it is. It looks very nice. But one thing I always recommend for most of the people I see is to add more content. And the reason I say that is because Google loves to see content. They want to see 1,500 to 2,000 words on your homepage. And throughout that content, you want to be found for your buyer intent keywords, which for me is a location and also a service. So like Utah disaster restoration. I like to get more specific being into cities so that Google really knows exactly where you are. The other thing you could do is if you save your imagery correctly, instead of it saying this mumbo jumbo right here, it could say like water damage restoration Salt Lake City. I do use a tool called Arrows to show me your analytics and where you're setting. The DR and UR is the strength and trust that Google has for your website. These are on a scale of 100 and you want these mostly balanced and continuously moving up. Currently at 25 and 16 due to referring domains and pages. What those are backlinks, and what a backlink is when one website links to another website via clickable button or text, but not all backlinks are created equal, so you do want to stay relevant to your industry and location whenever possible. And it looks like you're getting indexed for 172 keywords, and you're getting roughly 36 people to your website each month. Just looking at the keywords that you are being indexed for and found for, AAA restoration, there's actually quite a bit of searches for you. That's awesome. You are number 3 for that one. But like these ones, the Utah ones are a little harder, not harder, a little different. Like I said, I try and go water damage restoration Salt Lake City. There's 50 searches a month. You're on the second page of Google. You might be getting a couple from there. Those are the types of buyer intent keywords that I recommend. Like even this one, mold remediation Salt Lake City. There's no KD is keyword difficulty or how difficult it is to rank. That one is a great one because there's 100 searches for it and there's not a lot of competition. So those are the types of buyer intent keywords. Obviously, it depends on what kind of jobs you guys want to be found for, but those are the types of ones that I like to be found for so that they actually turn into a customer for you. So I just did water damage Salt Lake City, water damage restoration. Right up here is the Google Guarantees. This is a great way to get leads, and it's nice because the guarantee is 2 ways. For the business, it means that if I click on this phone call and I'm not a real lead, you can dispute it and get your money back. And as a consumer, I know that this company has been is licensed and insured and has gone through background checks. So that's the nice thing about there. The next one is the Google Ads. These ones are usually cheaper, but you don't ever get a dispute back. The best way to have a good click-through rate is to have as much of this keyword inside here as possible. Water restoration SLC, so we're pretty good, so it should have a good click-through rate. And then the landing page experience, if you run ads, you should have a click to call right up top, form submit, what you do, where you do it, if you run any promotions right here, and then also the background imagery should correlate to the type of service. So if we're looking at water damage, do water. If it's doing fire damage, do fire in the background. So that's how you have a good click-through rate. And then the Google Business Profiles next. It's okay that you're not here right now. There are lots of ways to get into the Google Business Profile. First is making sure your name, address, and phone number are the exact same all across the internet. Getting reviews, and a lot of reviews, and also good reviews are also another way to get there. I do have a little trick for that. If you guys are interested, once we talk, it'd be great to help you out get there. And then putting your name, address, and phone number into directories like yellowpages.com is beneficial because Google starts, it's like a big popularity contest, and by giving your information to as many people as possible, Google will start to trust you more, not just in your local areas, but in your surrounding areas as well. And then I did forget to show you this, sorry. This is just Salt Lake County, and this is just water restoration, so if you were interested in fire, we could look at that. But you can see there's thousands of searches each month for water damage restoration. Services, companies, all that. A cost per click is anywhere from $50 to $150, and a good click or a good conversion rate is 1 in 5. So you could kind of see how much it would cost you to get a new lead at that point. So 20% is a good conversion rate. But being in the Google Ads and then Google Business Profile, about 60 to 70% of traffic stops right here. And it looks like ServPro is one of your top competitors for this particular keyword. Looking at their page, they do have a lot of content on here, so by having more content, better buyer intent keywords, those authoritative backlinks, and citations, you could start to outrank these guys. And to kind of give you just an example of searches with the city included, I did Murray, Salt Lake, and West Valley. There's 1,400 searches each and every month with the city attached. So when you have water damage restoration Salt Lake, there's 150, and you're ranking for that one. A percentage of these total volumes will start to go to your website instead of competition, and then a percentage of those people going to your website will give you a call, and depending on your closing rate, will turn into a customer for you. So Ivory and Don, I hope that this was beneficial for you. If you guys like what you've seen, please set up a discovery call for me, or send it up to Don, Ivory, and we could go from there. If not, thank you so much for your time, and have a great day.